Howdy. Hey there, Kate. What's going on, man? How are you on this fine day? Or fine evening, I guess it is for you. Continuing Fire Emblem. A hard mode Iron Man run. You're about like an hour watching a guy rank all the Scooby-Doo movies. Howdy, Shats. Oh. Oh, like all the animated ones? $44 in total? Jesus, I didn't know they made so many of those. Was he just tier listing them, or was he just like actually doing a countdown of like the best ones? I'd like to know which Scooby-Doo movies are fucking top tier. Basically summarizing each movie from worst to best. Okay. And which one was his #1 pick? Largely did not agree. That happens sometimes. Oh, that's the... Haven't made it that far. Oh. Hour 17 and an hour 35 minute. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, I mean, you're getting close then. So these are actually like the actual movies and not just like episodes of the new Scooby-Doo movies from way back in the day, right? It's hard to believe there's 44 freaking Scooby-Doo movies. Apparently the worst ones were all live-action movies. I've heard a lot of people in recent like years basically start saying that the live-action movies were actually amazing. I think I've only seen the first live-action movie. I thought it was alright. It was a while ago. Oh, I just remembered. It was like the first 2 live-action ones. Okay, yeah. Thought it was, yeah. Thought the first one was pretty good. Little loud. Chat might be a bit too far. You are right, chat is a bit far down on the screen. Having to try to kind of rearrange this for every different game I play. It's a little tedious at times. Alright though. Before we start though, let's check this out again.
The drums of war are beating. No man can be trusted.
What happened to Dorcas?
I put poison in his
Multiple
mouth.
scenes.
Build an army. Trust nobody.
I have
Fire
multiple
Emblem.
scenes,
Only on
but-
Game Boy Advance. Rated everyone.
My screen size thing. You know what? I think I just do it in a bad way, and I've got to figure out a better way to do it. That's alright. Okay. We're about halfway there. Stops to imagine the face of a grandfather she's never seen. That reminds me. Oh. I once watched, like, the entire, the arc in Dragon Ball Z, where, Goku and Gohan stick it out in the hyperbolic time chamber while they're training to defeat Cell. And, like, during that time, Gohan has a vivid dream about Cell basically murdering his family and stuff. Hey, Natty. And yet, there's a weird problem with that scene, because Gohan dreams Cell up as Perfect Cell, which I think by that time in the show he had reached that form. But not only had they been in the hyperbolic time chamber during the entire time that he was like, can I get a reverse time chamber? I think we all need a reverse time chamber. Slowly aging sucks. But not only were they not present for Cell, like, going through his transformations till he got to his ultimate form, but Gohan has never even laid eyes on Cell even once in any of his forms. Day passes in there, but outside a year passes. Oh. At that point, it's almost a time-traveling chamber. I mean, I guess it sort of is anyways, but in a really weird way. Or... no, because it's just you who's aging really quickly. The world outside slowly crawls by. But yeah. I just always thought that was weird. Gohan had never even once met Cell until they actually went to the Cell games. And yet somehow had a vivid dream about perfect form Cell murdering all his entire family. Oh no, more bandits! You hate me and thank me at the same time. Because I made you start jonesing for Vanillaware games. An Odin Sphere rabbit hole. Down just a little bit. There we go. Love and hate that game. That's kind of the same feels I get for that Saga Frontier game that I have as one of my like my most expensive point reward thing. I both love and hate that game for various reasons. I don't think I've ever played enough of Odin Sphere. I played through like the first part as the Valkyrie. You have Saga Frontier, but you haven't played it. Dependent on the character you play. Ooh. Like this pair. Irk and Sarah. But depending on the character you play, the game can either be really fun or can be really tedious and annoying, or sometimes just really frustrating and confusing. Sure is amazing, especially like fighting games. Yeah, I played through the initial Valkyrie story part of it. It was a race through Saga Frontier within 80 days. See, but I'd have an innate advantage because one of the few people who actually played through that game. Saying that to try to get me to play it. Oh. Like, Saga Frontier is a weird thing for me. Its combat system is very, like, neat. The way that you can basically build up your characters and have them learn. Basically turn them towards any kind of skill set you want. Swords, guns, martial arts, magic, whatever. And, I mean, like, the character sprite work and stuff is very charming, and you see a lot of, like, silly, goofy things that, you know, is really nice. But then, like, some of the stories are really hard because they make your party leader a monster, and in those games, monsters basically eat meat and evolve randomly. Well, I say randomly, I know that there's... Blazing Blade. I didn't beat Lynn's story, I made it about halfway. Okay, so... one thing we'll have to try to do during this tutorial, we'll have to... Oh, Hector hard mode? Yeah, I guess... in general, it's going to end up being Hector hard mode. We're just starting with Lynn's story. And he's disappointed.
Disappointed!
No, we're only about halfway through the, I need to use Lynn's story mode time, to pump up a few characters. Like, say, Urk here. Man. Oh. Why are you fighting the bandits? It just happened. Why are you fighting the bandits, Lynn? They just came out of nowhere. There's a couple of characters in Lynn mode that it's important to give a little beefing up to, like Urk here. So I actually played some Hector hard mode on my own time a while back, and like, if Urk's not good enough, there's a part where he shows up and there's very little you can do to help him because the enemies will just kill him before you can get to him. I was trying hard to get to him. So feed some more kills to Sane. You have my Kieran armor ready. Hey, there's a shop on this level. I should remember to not forget. Gotta remember to not forget to go there this time. Where can this guy move? Dorcas get up there? No. I guess bait him with hint there. Wait, were we already able to do some Kieran hunting at the rank we are at? Yeah, like, back to Saga Frontier, though. That game, like, does a lot of really neat and charming things. But then it just does some other things. Like making a monster the leader of one of your teams. You don't understand the combat much? So what Saga Frontier combat basically boils down to is that you pick a style. You start using the sword, you'll learn sword skills. And as you're learning sword skills, if you pick certain sword skills, you'll learn more sword skills that are similar to that. Pretty much. Reached a boss as the hippie dude. Oh, if you're playing as Lute starts out as the most underleveled character in that game. You actually have to spend some time going to a really low level place and grinding out stats with him. Number 1 on the movie list is not what I would expect. Is it the WWE crossover movie? Went straight for the objective, yeah. Lute's Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King? I've never even heard of that one. So yeah, I didn't expect it. WWE. These are right at the bottom, just above the live action ones. You know what, I don't... Well, okay. Granted, I haven't seen the most Scooby-Doo movies. I think I've seen, like... I've seen the first live-action one. Scooby-Doo goes to hell to save a fairy from a crazy magician to prevent the wrath of the Goblin King. Or something to that effect. Okay. Masks. The movies always do, like, pretty much actual monsters, not just Mr. Jenkins in a rubber mask trying to scare people away so he can get the gold doubloons at the bottom of the lake. One I saw, it was like, the ones I've seen are like, destroyed the world if it weren't for you meddling kids and your damn dog. I think I've seen, what was it? Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. I've seen the one where Shaggy gets turned into a werewolf and has to race a bunch of other monsters in like an actual like car race. Return to Zombie Island basically said it was all fake. We've retconned it. So, Shaggy became Godzilla or something. Yes, Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. That is it. The red shirt Shaggy era. Howdy, Zero. I'm gonna really, goddamn it, Eric. Need experience and let yourself get fucking cracked over the skull with a fucking sword is not how you get it, Irk. Ooh, crit. But yeah, I haven't seen too many of like the Scooby-Doo movies of that kind. But I did used to be a fan of the new Scooby-Doo movies. I muted the wrong thing. Sorry. Chance is a monster throwing away tiny robots. I meant to mute my mic. I muted the game sound instead. I apologize, guys. But yeah, the old like hour-long TV show series where they teamed up with people like Don Knotts and Sonny and Cher and the like. And in some cases, even Batman. Oh, this is kind of a sucky, Found out Tim Curry is apparently the Goblin King. I love how Tim Curry just chooses roles. Like, well, he just picks fucking ridiculous, silly villain roles. He was apparently one of the evil Catmen in that Wing Commander game I was playing a while back. Good enough for Bowie. Yeah, but Bowie played like... Oh, I get what you mean. Because Bowie was the Goblin King. Yeah, but he was like... the Goblin King in kind of a memorable way. Where he did his dance magic dance and you're like, man, his package is way too visible. Can I move at all? Okay. Irk's got, what, 2 defense? Okay, this guy does 19 damage. He's do just enough damage to kill her. Let's see if we can give Irk the kill on this guy, though. Actually, let me get everything a little bit closer. Okay. Have Does 10 damage. Also, I just realized that Sane has 2 iron swords. Sane, quit bogarting the fucking iron swords, man. Give one to your buddy Kent. What are you doing? Still only like 8 damage. Okay. Has little chance of hitting. Eh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Got hit 9%. Let's heal him up. No. We'll wait a turn. Because now whoever he attacks, they're gonna retaliate and put him in kill range. Unless they miss. View is 368. God damn it, Dorcas. What happened to Dorcas? He needs glasses, apparently. Can't see. That's just more experience for Sarah, though. Feeling. Alright, and now we'll give the final kill to. Oh, but yeah, I mean, if we're talking about Scooby-Doo and like monsters, though, anybody remember one of the like best Scooby-Doo spin-off shows, which was the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, where they were hunting actual ghosts and monsters? They were backed up by Vincent Price, basically playing Vincent Price, but he's a wizard. Scooby-Doo had a breakdown at one point. Actually, I think I do remember that. I was so sad. I think that show got canceled, so it never had like a definitive ending. It was the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. It was the one where Scooby, Daphne, Scrappy-Doo all went into the Himalayas, and they met this little scamming kid named Flim Flam, and ended up releasing a chest of 13 of the most evil, vile ghosts. It had a movie like 2 years ago? Really? Oh no, but like, if it only came out like The Curse of the 13th Ghost. One of the best parts about that show was Vincent Price, and I know he's like dead, so they just like pull voice archives of him for that movie. They gotta sound alike. But yeah, I always liked that show. As a kid, they killed the best characters, Bogle and Weird. Oh, that's nice. I mean, yeah, they were asshole ghosts, but they were pretty funny. And honestly, they really weren't much more than just kind of like harmless pranksters most of the time. They didn't really do anything that would hurt anybody. They just like pranking people. They literally mentioned Scrappy once, which gets the reaction of what's a Scrappy, and that's it. Man. Ah. I like how, like, even the Scooby-Doo shows themselves turned so hard against Scrappy-Doo. And yeah, they have this, maybe that wasn't real all along. Oh, that's a cop-out. They definitely went into the Himalayas and met Flim Flam and a bunch of werewolf people and released all those ghosts. Flim Flam was in the movie. That's great. Shoot, I'll have to actually look into that then. There's a movie that actually gives definitive closure to that show. Sounds pretty interesting. It's okay, Lynn. And Velma's like, it was a hallucination from the high altitude. How would she even know? She wasn't there! They didn't bring Velma along. Yeah, the real monster stories are the best. Yeah, they are. The fact that they try to retcon some of the movies into just being like still fake men in rubber mask type stuff. That's just dumb. Their existence is supposed to be like to kind of break the Scooby-Doo formula. The whole basis of them is that they're facing real stakes. Why worry about the next movie? Oh, is that the Courage the Cowardly Dog one? Oh yeah, yeah, Courage deals with real monsters all the time. They're seeking asylum in the castle. Man, Courage the Cowardly Dog was up there. This is a great show. Courage's shit was real? Yeah, it was. This Vilma isn't satisfied with just ruining her own series. She has to do it to others as well. Velma, why you gotta be such a killjoy? Why can't you just let us have our monsters? It's kind of like the fucking X-Files Scully. They aren't fucking real, and science proves it. Yeah, she's kind of like the X-Files Scully. their version of X-Files Scully in a way, where like every week on the X-Files they find some serious, ridiculous, like paranormal shit, and even get messed with by aliens from time to time. And Scully is all, no, well, you see, there's a legitimate, fine explanation for all of this. And then like a few seasons later, they pretty much just prove that aliens are absolutely real. Weather balloons and gas leaks, yeah. No questions, prepare yourself. Oh, not Bandit. He was my favorite character. Oh, now he's Assassin. You liked X-Files? I loved X-Files as a kid. I liked David Duchovny a lot. He was one of my favorite actors. I ended up like I would check out things just because I knew he was in them. Yeah, I really for like the season or so where they tried to replace Mulder with Doggett, who was played by Robert Patrick, I really I got really upset. Paranormal stuff is interesting to you? Yeah. I like that stuff too. Did I watch Fringe? I did watch a bit of Fringe. Here and there. Not nearly as much as I watched the X-Files back in the day, but I did watch a decent amount of episodes and saw some of the really silly, really wild stuff they were doing in that. One episode I saw a bunch of times was the one where they go inside, I think the lead character's mind, and it's all like it's basically all illustrated and cartoon-like. That was one I kept catching. I thought it was neat that they had Leonard Nimoy in that show too. I felt a burp coming and it just didn't want to come out. I watched Supernatural and they had a Scooby-Doo crossover. I heard about that and I heard it was hilarious. I had watched Supernatural because my sister had borrowed like all the seasons from one of her coworker friends. So we watched Supernatural all the way up through season 9, I think. And then I just didn't see any more after that. Because season 10 was just starting to come out at the time. And I don't know, I just never caught the rest of it. But yeah, I heard the Scooby-Doo crossover episode was fucking hilarious and amazing. Because it's a show with mature themes, they just let the Scooby-Doo gang, they just had fun with that. Throwing the Scooby-Doo gang into that. This is Matthew, by the way. Guy on the right. He's another character we need to put some time and effort into. Probably not quite as much as Irk, but it will help to have him be a little bit more beefy. Oh, this is the tutorial level where they're supposed to teach you about pressure plates and switches, which is a mechanic that is literally, they teach you in this level, and then it has absolutely no use for the rest of the game because there's never pressure panels in any level for the entire rest of the game. Makes it hilarious that they spend a level trying to teach you about it. Perhaps some of the marauders are carrying keys. I guess it also teaches you about locked doors and the like. Oh good, Urk actually does get a kill on this guy. Yeah! We're getting Matthew out of here. Oh, yeah, that's right. Lynn equates thieves to, like, bandits and stuff. So she doesn't like them. Like, alright, fine. You need doors opened. Okay, so generally rule of thumb with Fire Emblem games is that if they're big houses like this and have red roofs, they've got stuff in them, or characters in them. These gray ones, or these beige ones right here, are basically just information and not much else. I don't really want to talk to you. Sarah up here, though. He's gonna give me a door key. Because I guess door keys in this world are all just skeleton keys. Just one switch. Go ahead and sit on that, Wrath. Okay. And she... or a javelin. Oh, actually, if we're talking about, like, wild, like, paranormal shows and shit like that, have any of you guys ever seen Twin Peaks? Just HP. Come on, Florina, you can do better than that. Because that show is fucking ridiculous. Got into season 2 of Twin Peaks. Right on. Yeah. That show, man. Fucking... ridiculous. It starts off as a really slow burn murder mystery show, but then the further you get into it, the more it just ramps up into just utter insanity, and it's amazing. I think you'd rather play Deadly Premonition. Deadly Premonition, I mean, it was basically made as a love letter to Twin Peaks. I get you, though. It kind of has the same general setup and premise, with just kind of a different payout. It is hard to say who I'd prefer more between, like, Dale Cooper and Francis York Morgan, though. they're both extremely fun and eccentric characters to follow. I'll have to do a playthrough of Deadly Premonition here at some point. You like Killer Tomato movies. Oh yeah, that's right. Francis York always talks about all the movies he's seen. Big movie buff. Llamageddon is the best. See, I have never seen Llamageddon. How much damage does this guy do? 18. How much health do you have, Matthew? You got 3. And I'm sure you're way faster than a heavy armor knight dude, right? He's got 2 speed. You've got 11. Yeah, you'll be fine. So I don't think he's gonna move off the switch. Their llamas from space who shoot lasers from their eyes. Oh man. God bless the people who keep thinking up these fucking just insane, like, movies. Movie concepts. You tell me, yeah, go ahead. Shoot, man. I love hearing about wacky shit. Anna and the Apocalypse. Okay. I'm intrigued. What's that about? A Christmas zombie musical. Set in Scotland. Oh, that's great. I've got one for you then. As long as we're on Christmas movies. It's a movie called Santa's Sleigh. But, you know, sleigh is spelled like S-L-A-Y. And it stars Bill Goldberg, the wrestler, as freaking Santa Claus. Santa's Sleigh was great. Yeah, he's basically supposed to be Satan, but he lost a bet with God, so he has to, like, once a year be really nice and hand out gifts to everyone, so that's how the legend of Santa Claus came to be. Gary Busey plays a murderous gingerbread man. Oh, that is... Creepshow did Santa vs. Furry special. This is great too. It's about midget vampires. Holy shit. You did, man. Once met the evil Bong. You know, I have to Rubber was a good one. I seen most of Rubber. Yeah. It's about a psychic tire that kills people. While, meanwhile, a film crew is filming a movie about a psychic tire that kills people. But, oh no. I've heard about that one. Ugh. You saw that one? Oh man. Just thinking about that makes me cringe. Attack of the Killer Donuts. Their couch. Ginger clown again. That literally just an evil clown with red hair. And it sort of sprinkles the cop's eyes before they kill him. Oh, man. I don't think I've watched nearly as many bad movies as you guys have. I've heard about a decent amount of them, though. Captain falls in love with a woman who's face signs, killing others out of jealousy. Fuck. They aren't bad. My apologies. Mutant Fisherman Clown, voiced by none other than Tim Curry. Of course, it would be Tim Curry playing another clown. Ever heard of Sharknado? Yeah. Okay. So, movies, this is genre men have, right? A long time ago, somewhere in the mid to late 90s, Clownado. God, Clownado sounds terrifying. They had Pig to come out. But they had two movies that were called Jack Frost. Oh. Oh, that's right. Hey, Game Grinder? Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while, man. Busy have you been? How's the channel doing? The channel's doing pretty good now, I think. Page goes on a rampage because someone steals his truffle digging pig. Yeah, okay, so there was two Jack Frost movies. There was the heartwarming sad one where Michael Keaton turns into a snowman and gets to spend a couple more days bonding with his kid before he passes on. And then there was the horror one where a dude dies, where a serial murderer dies and is reincarnated as an evil snowman. And the Streamlabs timer makes me want to unfollow. When did I get affiliation? I think it was back in March or April, I think. Yeah, I was doing Chrono Cross all the way back in like November or December. No, it would have been about December, because I finished Chrono Cross right about New Year's. The animatronics, killing half good and half meh, beating the shit out of robots. Yeah, I heard people. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I heard people didn't like that Willy's Wonderland one because, like, Nicolas Cage doesn't say a single thing. He just kind of goes around and kills robots. Planning on playing the role himself because he doesn't have the budget to hire an actor. Then he found Nicolas Cage, who will take any role for a fiver. Chads, why are you such a monster? Always throw it away by tiny robots. The director didn't think he could do the lines right. I love Nicolas Cage too. He's been in a lot of great stuff. But he's also sometimes in a lot of really bad stuff too. You need, like, energetic Nick Cage. Kite, summon the bees.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Open my eyes! Eyes! Ah! Ah!
Like, for example, him screaming about bees being in his eyes. Every Nicolas Cage movie is a treasure, a national treasure. I will not, because sometimes there's just where you get wacky, energetic, insane Nick Cage, and then there's sometimes where he's just phoning it in. Just can't contribute to the conversation. I'll throw robots around. Watch Army of One. Like, one of my favorite Nick Cage movies is Con Air. That movie's really good. Ahmed on Community does Nick Cage. Nicolas Cage, is he's good or bad? It just depends, man. When he brings his full strength crazy, he's great. But when he's just kind of tired and he's just kind of making his way through a movie, then it's not so good. Nicolas Cage, good or bad? He goes crazy trying to figure it out. Oh. See, I never watched Community. I haven't kept up with, like, TV shows in a long time. Such a meta show. Nicolas Cage and Ghost Rider. That's another one where he brings his full strength crazy along with him, so, you know. Chads, have you never seen any Nicolas Cage movies, man? I mean, it's not a big deal if you haven't. I'm just noticing that you want to be a part of this conversation, but don't seem to have anything to say about Nick Cage. You're sure you have? Just can't think of any right now. Does Face Off count? Face Off is a great example. Nicolas Cage and John Travolta trying to, like, out crazy each other while pretending to be each other. Face Off? Okay. In, like, a modern kind of setting, Face Off is not an amazing movie, but if you think about the time that it came out, if you just put your mind in that, like, dumb 90s nostalgia mode, it's an amazing movie. Can't wait for the Nick Cage movie where he plays as Nick Cage. I think it comes out. That's a real thing. It's a movie about his life and he's playing himself. We could have had Nick Cage as Superman, and that makes me sad. that we will never have that. The unbearable weight of massive talent. It's the best movie title ever for a Nick Cage movie. He was Spider-Man Noir. And he was really great in that. Enter the Spider-Verse. Dramatize an action packet. Ridiculous, I can't wait. Yeah, I bet. He named that movie himself, I'm sure of it. Oh my god. You know, it's a funny thing. Because Nick Cage is legit a very talented actor. But he gets a little too caught up in his own style of acting. And he starts to come off as just a crazy person. But even when he's just being like fucking wild and doesn't he get to choose? Doesn't he choose what movie he does? I think he'll honestly just hop into any movie that you ask him to be in, honestly. Respect him. Having fun and appreciate. Yeah! I've seen that with a lot of actors in this day and age. Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood. Weird movies now. And, like Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum just does whatever, and you can't ask him to play any other role than just Jeff Goldblum. That's all he does. He's just kind of a little wild and silly. Wood and Dirk. I never saw that. And now now Jeff Goldblum does like weird internet ads and stuff like that. He's just doing whatever in his old age. Just being Jeff Goldblum and getting paid for it, pretty much. Guns Akimbo is a legitimately good movie. It's weird, but it's really good. Alright. Daniel Radcliffe plays an internet troll. I don't think I've ever seen Daniel Radcliffe in anything outside the Harry Potter movies. But at the same time, I know that he's a good actor and he's worked to kind of distinguish himself from that like Harry Potter legacy. Okay, let's go for it. Jeff was great in the Goosebumps FMV game. Oh, I didn't know Goosebumps had an FMV game. That's awesome. Kimbo's a good one. Swiss Army Man. Oh yeah, Swiss Army Man. I've heard about that one. I guess. Turning into Horrorland and Jeff is a vampire. Hey, it's me, Jeff Goldblum. I'm a vampire. I'm gonna bite Jeff. Rah! Like, why is he just... He's not even trying to be a vampire. He's just Jeff Goldblum, but now he's thirsty for blood. And honestly, this isn't a recent thing either. Jeff Goldblum's pretty much like always been like this, even back in like his earlier acting days when he was doing stuff like The Fly. He was still playing Jeff Goldblum in those movies. You hear the story about Jeff getting introduced to people at party and reacted like saying, "Oh, of course," like he knew who they were to everyone. Earth Women Are Easy. I never saw that one. He was hilarious in that one. He also spent like a season in Law and Order Criminal Intent. It was like one of the last couple of seasons of that show. Where he was just Jeff Goldblum, but he solved crimes now. Yeah. Yeah, you can check out Kite and Natty if you guys want. I think Kite was... What are you playing recently? Finished up Barbie. I know. Oh yeah, you've been playing Kingdom Hearts, that's right. How far along are you in that one now? I think you got to like the second set of worlds now? Like Halloween Town and Monstro and all that? Agrabah? Right. Okay. Agrabah's kind of... Do you ever notice you're in Agrabah though? If you have Aladdin on your team, his little player icon, his life bar icon, has just this big shit-eating grin on his face. He just got away with something. You'll never know what. Ah, come on, Urk. You can do better than that, man. You don't need an Iron Lance, but you know who does? Give me. I think, Bisleb pointed that out to me once, and I was like, yeah, you're right. Dude does have just this big shit-eating grin on his face. What the fuck? Oh, you're excited for him to get to Kingdom Hearts 3? Are you just playing Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, Kite? Or are you actually gonna try to play through all of them? The Pixar Simulator? Yeah. God, who knows? I think some of the better ones to play through are outside of 1, 2, and 3 are probably Birth by Sleep. If you can get the hang of the whole card mechanic, Chain of Memories. Actually, Chain of Memories gets kind of tedious, but it does have plot that's important for you to not be scratching your head at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, that would be quite an undertaking. Birth by Sleep was fun, yeah. I think you can mostly ignore the Game Boy, no, the 3DS games, except for maybe Dream Drop Distance. Oh, oh, he's standing on a mountain is by. Good job. Break Chain of Memories by stocking up on magic cards. Like old Chain, I don't know if the... Because I did that the first time I tried to go through Chain of Memories, and it mostly works. Except when you get towards the end, there's some really tough fights where magic cards just don't kind of cut it anymore. Gonna want to play Psychonauts 2 after Kingdom Hearts 1. Yeah, that's right, Psychonauts 2 is coming out pretty soon. Yeah, with Riku you can't build decks. Riku's isn't that hard mostly, but there is like I think one point where they give you kind of crap cards. So it's Judgment 2 and Tales of Arise. I haven't played a Tales game in quite a while, and Arise looks good, so yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out. You are not wrong there. Far out. Positioned you there. Yeah, Tales of Arise might be a fun one to check out. I haven't done a Tales, or I haven't played a Tales game in quite a while. Tales of Vesperia being probably my favorite out of that series. Also played like tiny bit of what's it? Tales of Symphonia, and I've played through Tales of the Abyss as well, and Tales of Destiny 2. But Vesperia is by far my favorite. Wait, sorry if you sidetracked my movie night? Oh, no, it's fine, man. I like the I like the fact that like chat gets me talking about a variety of things. Because so far we're still in kind of the easy section of this game, so I don't have the most to talk about here. I'm mostly just moving through these levels and prepping the characters. Prepping certain characters for when they show up in actual Hector hard mode. Yeah. Because, yeah, I have some kind of mixed feelings about Kingdom Hearts 3, to be honest, though. That game does a lot. That game does a lot, but at the same time does very little for the vast majority of the game. And then just races to tie up all the loose ends. I haven't played the DLC. I couldn't. I could go back and reinstall it and play the DLC. But I finished the main game shortly after it came out. The main game was, I don't know. I like some of the Pixar worlds. I hated some of them. Glorified cheat menu and one Curie part and data fights. See, you know what? For all of the building up it did of it, I wanted a chance to play as, like, Axel, or actually get to see him do something cool. Get that. Yeah. I really liked the Toy Story world, even though I stayed in that world for far too long. And then You Got a Friend in Me, the instrumental version, just got stuck in my head for weeks on end. I found myself like... Did that for like 2 minutes. You'll see. They played Our Boy Dirty, yeah, right? Verum Rex was interesting. Yeah, that is right. It is a thing that they were teasing. Chance to... I guess it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, I like the Pirates of the Caribbean world. I think the Big Hero 6 world was kind of fun. Tell you what's in the DLC with it. See no more. I was so salty over the loss of Final Fantasy. You put in new cards. Oh, I gotcha. Final Fantasy 15 was originally supposed to be. Yeah. That was something that actually kind of upset me a little bit about Kingdom Hearts 3, was how they just took out all the Kingdom Hearts references and characters and stuff. Menu, hard options. Final Fight and Labyrinth, extended and data fights. Was Black Cauldron or the Black Hole? Oh. The only, like, really legacy Disney stuff you get is in Birth by Sleep, where they do a few like really old legacy Disney worlds, but Black Cauldron still, I never got representation, I don't think. Oh yeah, I guess we shouldn't spoil like too terribly much about the plot. Essentially, there are some really pretty worlds, and there are some slightly tedious worlds. Hope you like a never-ending instrumental version of You Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman. But yeah. Also, like I said, they took out the Final Fantasy out of Kingdom Hearts, which was kind of half of the original selling point and idea behind Kingdom Hearts. It's a mixture of Final Fantasy and Disney. Or admitted. I suppose I could have also airdropped some people onto that little island there. Oh yeah, I think I know. Fuck, I just really... So focused on wrapping up the story, he totally forgot the Final Fantasy part. Okay, she'll live. Whew. Okay. That was really dumb of me. I can't believe I did that. I don't know. Just a numbered story, a numbered Kingdom Hearts game without a secret Sephiroth like fight feels just kind of like they're breaking tradition, even if it was on accident. Good, it missed. Damaged. Do 8 altogether. Okay. And I do. Oh shit. I do think it's funny that they, in Twilight Town, they're just like, yeah, Sephiroth just up and went off somewhere. He went on vacation or something. Pretty exactly how they framed it. He went off to battle more enemies and scream about how romantic it is as he fucking dives at them. Still think that's one of the silliest things that they did for Sephiroth in, like, in Kingdom Hearts 2. Because in, like, Final Fantasy VIII, he tells you that he's got this romantic dream of being a knight in shining armor for somebody and stuff like that. And the way they decided to interpret that in Kingdom Hearts 2 is to have him yell, "Isn't this romantic?" as he attacks you sometimes. You didn't know about that? Yeah. Play the beginning part of, oh shit. Play the beginning part of, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 again. When you get to the part where you're having the struggle battle and you're fighting Sephiroth, he'll, like, leap up into the air to do, like, his, zoom attack at you. And when he does it, he'll go, "Isn't this romantic?" as he comes flying at you to stab you. It's pretty fucking silly. Also, they did my boy Setzer from Final Fantasy VI kind of dirty in that game. He's supposed to be this freewheeling, high-flying sky pirate who's always ready to, like, toss the coin and gamble. And instead, they just made him this, like, asshole who tries to cheat on the side and, like, tries to get you to forfeit so that he could win and still look good. Also, he looks like he's wearing a shirt that his mother knitted for him. Did many people dirty your boy Vivi? Yeah. They did sort of boil down Vivi's character a lot too. Also, the other funny thing about, like, Kingdom Hearts 2, though, is that, what's it? Lance Bass from NSYNC, I'm pretty sure, is the voice of Sephiroth in that game. Just one of those things where you're like, huh. It's the boy. Roy? No, it's not. It's not Roy. This game is actually a prequel to the game that Roy's in. So Roy's dad is actually one of the main characters. We haven't met him yet. Fun bit of trivia is that Roy's inclusion... Yes, that was straight up Roy abuse. Hang on a second, let me, It was Roy's future DNA. Actually... Not that one. Hector. This guy right here. This is Roy's, father. The little blue-haired boy. That's not Roy. That's Ninian and Nils. It's actually funny. You don't look identical to your father. So, when Smash Melee came out and they had Marth and Roy in it, reading like the description, the trophy descriptions and stuff, made me excited because I heard that a Fire Emblem game was coming out. And so I picked it up when it came out, and it was this one. This was the first one we ever got in America. And when I got to the part where you can play as his father, I was like, that doesn't look... I mean, it kind of looks like Roy. It doesn't look like him in Smash, though. Then I'm like, oh, that's not his name. What the fuck? Turns out Roy's inclusion in Smash was to promote a Fire Emblem game that hadn't even actually come out yet at the time. And it only came out in Japan. I do actually have a fan-translated reproduction cartridge of the one with Roy in it. And at some point, well, I mean, at some point I'd like to play through a bunch of the Fire Emblem games, but yeah. That one in particular. That's a hard one, though. And I've even been trying to play through it on hard mode on that one. Just wanted to say hi before you started. Okay. Yeah, but yeah. If I end up going through Fire Emblem 6, The Binding Blade at some point, I won't be doing it on hard mode because that game is hard enough on normal. And it's actually funny that you should say that one of those kiddos looks like Roy's future DNA. The game has some bullshit. It does. The way that some of the levels in that game just kind of throw like 3 to 5 recruitable characters out into the wild, and it's like, well, go get them before they all die, or kill some of your units or whatever. It's kind of nuts. Also, that game has a lot of units that aren't terribly great, but then a few that are, like, absolutely excellent. What do I think of Perfect Dark? I actually never played enough of Perfect Dark. I played a bit of it a long time ago. I'm a bigger fan of GoldenEye, but that's just because I'm a bigger fan of James Bond as well. Perfect Dark does seem like a natural evolution of the basically the base gameplay that GoldenEye set up. But I don't know. It didn't appeal to me in the same way GoldenEye did. Not that I don't think it's a good game. It didn't appeal to me. Also, I hate fighting bots in multiplayer in that game. This came out for the Game Boy Advance. It did, yeah. This was the first Fire Emblem game we ever got in the States. And because of that, it was just called Fire Emblem. Even though in Japan it had the subtitle of the Blazing Blade. Not to be confused with the game that came out before it, which was The Binding Blade. Or kill a bunch of bandits to get a ring back from these children, for these children. Was it not a remake for the first game on Advance too? No, no, no. The remake for the original Fire Emblem was the first one that came out on the DS. It was Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. That was a remake of Marth and His Adventures. Dude, they've remade and re-released like Marth's game so many fucking times. This Fire Emblem 1, which last year got localized and re-released on the Switch until they unreleased it on April 1st. That was the first game in the series, and that was Marth's Adventure. Fire Emblem 2 was like a continuation in a different land. Right. It's so funny that they chose April Fool's Day to remove the digital download ability of Fire Emblem, the Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light, and also the Mario 3D All-Stars collection. April Fools, you can't have these games anymore. But then Fire Emblem 3 was already a remake of the first Fire Emblem again. They didn't even wait like 2 or 3 games before they just remade the first one again. Plus they added like a second campaign onto it. And then Fire Emblem 11, which is Shadow Dragon for the DS, was a remake of what they now call Book 1 of Marth's Adventures, and then Fire Emblem 12, which didn't get released here in America, was a remake of Book 2 of Marth's Adventures. They've remade his fucking game so many fucking times. But they haven't remade Roy's game yet. And I still don't think they will for a bit. I think since they remade Fire Emblem 2 as Shadows of Valentia for the 3DS, and they already did a remake of Book 1 of Marth's Adventures in Shadow Dragon, I think the next remake we're gonna get is for Fire Emblem 4, which is an entirely different like set of characters and world and stuff like that. But apparently within the Fire Emblem community, it's known to be one of the best games in the series. Or have one of the best stories in the series. Okay. Immediately have Urk take out this guy. All beefy. And Iron Line. There we go. I haven't put much into Kent, and he's still really good right now. Surprised. It's not like I've done nothing with him, but I just haven't really also taken the time to do much with them. Zane's kind of hitting the camp of hitting harder but not faster. I think it's honestly... No, wait, no, I think that's right. Kent's basically supposed to be the one that gets faster, while Sane just gets stronger. At least I think that's how their growth rates are kind of set up. Break in there. Okay, so pair up with a javelin. Pure water. I don't think he'll come after Florina. He'll probably go after her. Matthew up this way. Will and Dorcas going up this way too. Sarah in the middle to protect her. Yeah, I've kind of stayed away from it for a while, but I'm honestly a pretty big Fire Emblem fanatic. I really do enjoy these games a lot. And I think this might be about my favorite game. Roy is probably my favorite Fire Emblem character. Actually, no, Roy's my boy. Absolutely my favorite Fire Emblem character. But, at the same time, I am super aware of the fact that he's not a terribly good character in his own game. There. This is the first time where we're gonna actually have to be a bit tactical. Gonna have to be a bit fast too, because I don't want that thief up there, this one, actually get to that chest. What I would kind of enjoy, however, is if I could get Matthew in there to steal his lockpicks. That would actually make me pretty happy. There. I just remembered, he still has an angelic robe. That will take that one. I think a close second would probably be Shadows of Valencia for the 3DS. Because they did a lot to give the characters in that game so much more like actual characterization, and it really shines through. Game. It's really easy to like the characters in the game. Find your favorites. I think it's something, well, not that they had a good opportunity to do it. It's a little bit harder when you can't have like actual voice line clips or anything like that. Act like that. But yeah, Shadows of Valencia also has really, really good music. I'd say, like, probably a lot of these Fire Emblem games have some really outstanding music in them. Yes. Dorcas. Should all be dead. Oh, he's calling up reinforcements. See, okay. So Fire Emblem 7 does two different ways of reinforcements. You just saw one way. The fair way that probably all the Fire Emblem games should almost always do. Which is just to have the reinforcements appear at the beginning of the player's turn so that you can react to them and deal with them accordingly. But it also does the other way that people absolutely hate, which is ambush spawns, wherein reinforcements show up at the beginning of the enemy's turn from various points. Usually you can tell where they're going to pop up from like staircases and stuff like that, but not always. But yeah, they'll show up there and then they'll get to move on the very same turn. And if you're thinking that's bullshit, well then you'd be correct. That is supreme bullshit. It's just what what these games do a fair amount of the time. Sometimes, like Fire Emblem Awakening, though, they'll make it so that only happens if you put the game up on hard mode. How much damage does this guy do? Okay, he only does 9 damage. I think because he has weapon type advantage, he does 1 more damage. He does 10. Dorcas has... No, I don't think he's fast enough to double Dorcas. So he'll be fine. Fill up like that. Who's left? Oh, Lynn, okay. I think that thief's gonna be able to steal whatever's in that chest, but I think... Ooh! Straight up crit! Dorcas doesn't even care about the weapon triangle disadvantage. Holy shit. Yeah, he got it. He stole a hammer. It's okay, though. I think... Yeah, okay. So when an item's lit up green like that, means we can actually attain it if we kill that dude. Sheds threw away some robots. Monster. 1k Archon. Cole is disappointed. I think Cole's disappointed that you're wasting your points.
Disappointed!
Gone! I'll take your lockpick, actually. Give me those. What's this? What's that? Matthew's probably gonna get attacked, but yeah, he'll be fine. I'm glad you guys enjoy those point commands, though. Glad you have fun with them. So... Rainy needs to back up. I don't know. Eventually, when inspiration strikes, we'll figure out more. Bring Dorcas back down this way. Okay. Wait, no. So, right up here. That keeps him out of range of the sword guy. Go ahead and give Lorena another turn. Yeah, someday I'd actually like to see a full good remake of this particular Fire Emblem. That gives the characters a lot more characterization and voices and stuff like that. I think that's what this game really needs. Yes. Level up Matthew. Stronger. Or faster, that just works too. Broke. That's okay, I think she's level up to the point where she can mostly use her Iron Lance without too much of a problem. Got 12 speed. Got 4 con. So she's getting weighed down by 4 because it has 8 weight. So she's got about 8 speed. I should have had her stop there and use the Vulnerary. Eh. Matthew did get hurt a little bit. Move it. Heal him. Yeah. Oh, howdy, Melita. How much? Just, still kind of going through the easy chunk of, this hard Iron Man run, where we're still messing around on Lin mode. How's it going? Pretty good so far. Haven't lost anybody yet. I'm sure that'll change when we actually get into Hector mode, because that's when the difficulty actually does pick up a fair bit. Oh yeah, I heard you finished your Blaze Black Nuzlocke run, man. Congrats. Good on ya. Assuming this is a hard type mod. No. This is still just the base game. But once you've beaten it on normal mode with the characters, you can then play through on a harder difficulty setting, which basically just amps up the base stats of the enemies you're fighting, and in some cases adds more to the map. No, to be honest, I haven't beaten this game on any hard modes before, so I'm not entirely sure I can do this. I'm confident enough that I think I can give it a good go. I have beaten it before, and this isn't like this is not one of the harder Fire Emblem games to play. Give this kill to Matthew. You've only done like 10% of this game. Want to get back to it? Right on. Yeah. I think as far as classic Fire Emblem, this is one of the better ones. But I think like some of the 3DS Fire Emblem games, the way they do things is a bit better nowadays. Just mainly in like terms of making you like giving the characters enough of a personality that you can find your favorites. In this case, you get a little bit through some of their supports, but a lot of it comes down to character design and like how attached you become to characters that get strong enough to survive long enough. Howdy, Scarecrow. Just promise never to leave, or to leave these two alone. I'll spare your life. He took his own life. It's like, no. I can't even kidnap a pair of small children. I don't deserve to be in this world. That has me thinking. We were talking about Christmas movies like way earlier. And that reminded me of some of the stuff like old classic Christmas movies. Like Frosty the Snowman and what's it? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Watching those as adults, I see parts that I'm just like, huh. Like in Frosty the Snowman, the plot revolves around this magician who loses his hat. And a bunch of kids find the hat and find out they can make their snowman friend come to life. Oh, shit. Alright, well, I'm hitting that point where I actually have to stop and start getting ready for work. I'll finish my story, though. They're like, hey, this hat makes our snowman friend come to life. And the magician guy's like, hey, that's my hat, give it back. And they're like, no. And then immediately that, instead of getting like proper authorities involved and being like, hey, those kids stole my hat, I need it back, I'm a magician, it's mine, he immediately jumps to, well, if I can't have my hat back, I'm gonna kill some children. And then he like goes out of his way on several occasions to try to murder these kids by like locking them in a like a freezer car on a train, or towards the end locking them in a freaking greenhouse to wait till they die of heat stroke. And then the real hero of the story shows up, Santa Claus, who looks the villain dead in the eye and is like, if you don't give those kids back their hat, and then he grabs them by the scruff of his neck and pulls back his fist. And like, Santa's about to threaten that man with violence. But no, instead, while having his fist cranked back, like, yeah, Frosty the Snowman, what I'm talking about, still looking like Santa's about to deck him, he's like, I won't bring you presents this year. I'm like, sure, Santa. You were just threatening that man with a severe beatdown from fucking Father Christmas. And then, but yeah, that just, watching that movie as an adult, it just tickles me how quickly it's like this fun plot about a magic snowman and just this wizard, or no wizard, just this like magician guy who jumps right from, hey, I want my hat back, to fucking children must die. I have another one, but I'll talk about that another time. Alright, guys. Man, time flies by so fast. I wish I didn't have to go to work, but I do. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. And see y'all next time with something different. Probably more 13 Sentinels. Oh wait, I guess we can see if anybody's online. And we can raid them real quick. We raid a friend? Yeah. Did you have somebody in mind? King Skeletor? Oh yeah, I have him on my list. Yeah, we can go drop in on him. He's playing some Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. Not really my favorite Final Fantasy game, but it has its fun parts. Yeah, anyways. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Aw, thanks for the 10 bits, Shads. You guys stay awesome too. Come on, Countdown. Yep. See ya. Yeah, I'm trying to. Everything's being really slow.